You can use regular expressions or regex in Clay to manipulate data. When you think about the workflow, you're maybe getting a list from somewhere that's partial, you're doing enrichment, and then you want to prepare that list for whatever outreach it may be. Perhaps you're syncing that to your CRM, perhaps you're running an email campaign. You can use regex to basically more efficiently do these data operations and cleanup and formatting all in one place and then export. I'm going to show you 3 examples. How to pull before a character, after a character, and then how to look at bins, basically, or groups of numbers, and then generate copy specific to what those numbers reflect. It's going to make more sense when I show you, so let's just jump in. Here we have a list where we've got a set of domains, which you can see in this column, and we're using Clay to find the LinkedIn profile for those companies. Now, in this case, it's school districts. LinkedIn includes in the mapped data the locality. So this is coming from the LinkedIn page. You can see where, for example, Autauga County Schools, based in Prattville, Alabama. What we want to do is we want to get the city name and we want to include that in our copy. We've written a formula, which is using JavaScript regex here in Clay. We've got these brackets and we're referencing the locality, which is from LinkedIn, which is from the domain. We're splitting off everything that comes after the comma and we're removing it. Now you can see that we've got only the city names. If you're using Clay as this workspace, you can just get this done and not have to go to Google Sheets or another place to manipulate the data. Next, I want to show you an example of using regex to get everything that comes after a symbol. We've got full domains. Now, these are coming from email addresses, and I'm actually not going to show you the email addresses here, but you can see that we're using a formula. In this case, we're using the pop operator here to get everything that comes after the http://www. Right? We just want to get a really clean domain that we can use to then do a site search, which I can explain this in another video. We're using Google to do site searches for specific phrases. This third example is a little more complicated. We're doing a couple things here. First, we have a list of domains that we got through web scraping. Kind of a long story, not worth getting into here, but the point is we're doing some math and we are calculating first the number of employees, which we're getting from LinkedIn. Then we're doing a little bit of division and turning that into a ratio. We're taking the number of employees that are matched and the total number of employees, dividing and then multiplying by 100 in order to get a ratio, basically a clean number. And that ratio is then being used to determine the size. There's a lot going on here, and I'm happy to make more videos explaining these more complex operations if people find this interesting. Just let me know. Thanks.